The Book of the Damned, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 20I. Vast, black thing poised like a crow over the moon. It is our acceptance that these two shadows of Chisbury looked, from the moon, like vast things, black as crows, poised over the earth. It is our acceptance that two triangular luminosities and then two triangular patches, like vast black things, poised like crows over the moon, and, like the triangularities at Chisbury, have been seen upon, or over, the moon. Scientific American, Volume 46, page 49. Two triangular, luminous appearances reported by several observers in Lebanon, Connecticut, evening of July 3, 1882, on the moon's upper limb. They disappeared, and two dark triangular appearances that looked like notches were seen 3 minutes later upon the lower limb. They approached each other, met and instantly disappeared. The merger here is notches that have at times been seen upon the moon's limb, thought to be cross-sections of craters. Monthly Notices, Royal Astronomical Society, Volume 37, page 432. But these appearances of July 3, 1882, were vast upon the moon, seemed to be cutting off or obliterating nearly a quarter of its surface. Something else that may have looked like a vast black crow poised over this earth from the moon. Monthly Weather Review, Volume 41, page 599. Description of a shadow in the sky of some unseen body, April 8, 1913, Fort Worth, Texas, supposed to have been cast by an unseen cloud. This patch of shade moved with the declining sun. Report of the British Association, 1854, page 410. Account by two observers of a faint but distinctly triangular object, visible for 6 nights in the sky. It was observed from 2 stations that were not far apart, but the parallax was considerable. Whatever it was acceptably, relatively close to this earth. I should say that relatively to phenomena of light we are in confusion as great as some of the discords that orthodoxy is in relatively to light. Broadly and intermediatistically, our position is that light is not really and necessarily light, any more than is anything else really and necessarily anything, but an interpretation of the mode of force, as I suppose we have to call it, as light. At sea level, the Earth's atmosphere interprets sunlight as red or orange or yellow. High up in the mountains the sun is blue. Very high up on mountains the zenith is black. Or is it orthodoxy to say that in interplanetary space, where there is no air, there is no light? So then the sun and comets are black, but this Earth's atmosphere, or, rather, dust particles in it, interpret radiations from these black objects as light. We look up at the moon. The jet black moon is so silvery white. I have about 50 notes indicating that the moon has atmosphere. Nevertheless, most astronomers hold out that the moon has no atmosphere. They have to. The theory of eclipses would not work out otherwise. So, arguing in conventional terms, the moon is black. Rather astonishing. Explorers upon the moon, stumbling and groping in intense darkness. With telescopes powerful enough, we could see them stumbling and groping in brilliant light. Or, just because of familiarity, it is not now obvious to us how the preposterousnesses of the old system must have seemed to the correlates of the system preceding it. Ye jet black silvery moon. Altogether, then, it may be conceivable that there are phenomena of force that are interpretable as light as far down as the clouds, but not in denser strata of air, or just the opposite of familiar interpretations.